Hi, everybody, and welcome to Q&A Tuesday, or Q&A Wednesday, good grief. It's just been one of those weeks, seriously. I'm still waiting on grandbaby, so just a little craziness, but you know what? I got a great topic tonight because for those of you that have either been inundated at your gym with newbies, or whether you are a newbie and going to a gym and aren't quite sure what the rules are, we're gonna talk a little bit about that. So that's what tonight's question is what is gym etiquette and what does it involve? And so, you know, I try really hard when I'm at the gym to not roll my eyes when I'm working in there and I see some crazy things. Now, you know, a couple years ago, I found it really fascinating. You know, somebody posted something about how, you know, we were all once newbies, give everybody a break. You know, I really don't have a problem with new people at the gym. As a matter of fact, I completely support that. I'm super excited to see new people. My problem is when people come to the gym and literally have either no common sense, because honestly, that's just really what it is, or they're just flat out rude. You know, it's just like everything else. You know, have a little bit of respect. I think that our country has lost that. I feel like, you know, just our ability to respect each other for our own opinions has gotten just completely out of control and out of hand. And I think we need to come back to some good human decency and behave ourselves. Come on now. You know, it's not that difficult. So let's talk a little bit about what that is. So those of you who have been going to, you know, working out in a gym for a long time, yeah, you probably have noticed that it's an influx of people just recently. And of course, that's New Year's resolutions. It happens every year. Sometimes worse than others, but I've had a couple of my clients when they come to train with me just, you know, really kind of vent and have a come apart. And so, you know, that it's a good time of year to talk about it because, you know, really, we can all just get along, right? It just takes a little bit of give and take, a little bit of compromise. But also it just, you know what, again, use your brain. I'm not quite sure what's gone on in our country. And I don't know, guys, if you're not from the United States and you're feeling similar, please let me know because I'm just really finding that no one has patience with each other. Nobody has common sense. And it's getting a little ridiculous. So everybody just needs to take a step back, take a breath, and let's talk about how you're supposed to behave at the gym. So, and I am going to roll my eyes just a little bit just because I find it funny and a little bit entertaining what I do see when I do go to the gym. Now, granted, I can go to 2 or 3 different gyms, so depending on what I'm working for the day and whether I want to be entertained or not, I might choose to go to a quiet gym or I might choose to go to one that's a little busier just to be like there's a little bit of entertainment going on there. But you know, think about the first place, guys. Come on, you know, if you're again, this is for everybody because I think sometimes even though we've been going to the gym a while, maybe we need to be reminded how we're supposed to behave. But you know, the first big question is why are you there? Like most of us are there to work out, right? I don't want to spend any more time there than I have to. I've already been working at a gym all day. I tend to go to another gym just so that I don't get talked to. I don't have to have a conversation. Unfortunately, that doesn't really work anymore. People usually stop and want to have a conversation. You know what? Isn't that what the universal sign of earphones is please don't talk to me. I also know I have resting gym face, which sometimes helps and sometimes doesn't. But, you know, like I said, you know, I don't have a problem with the influx of people. As a matter of fact, I'm really grateful that people are thinking about their health and that are, you know, they're choosing to make some choices. I just wish people would be a little more realistic about it because most of us find it annoying that people come in for about 3 to 6 weeks and our gym's packed. People are kind of rude. They're taking up equipment and then we never see them again. So come on. We talked a little bit, you know, earlier this week in our new series, The Truth About Weight Loss, about, you know, really it takes consistency over showing up for 3 weeks, right? But, you know, it's not that difficult, right? There's some basic things that you should be able to do when you're at a gym in order to make it comfortable and helpful and efficient for all of us. So my number one, it should be super simple. You guys, come on, clean up after yourselves. Put your weights away, re-rack your dumbbells. I walked into a gym, one of the gyms I can work out of not too long ago, and they have this really cool piece of equipment called the Pit Shark, which is great, you know, especially for those of us with some back issues. The weight goes around our waist. Well, some dingling had literally left 300-pound dumbbell or plates on each side of the Pit Shark. Think about that. 100-pound plates, that's 600 pounds. Now, I was livid because first of all, not that I couldn't move it, but that would have been my workout. That would have been my whole workout. So, you know, think about it, guys. If you can put it on the bar, you can flip and put it away. It's not that difficult. And if you're at a gym where there's little 98-pound girls working the front desk, it should not be their responsibility to put your crap back. It's not that difficult. We're not your mother, neither are they. I want to swear so bad right now. Put your crap back. It's not that hard. So, you know, and also wipe down after yourselves. I do. You know, I don't even sweat. Well, I sweat, but I don't sweat that bad. I've had gym partners that sweat like crazy people, and I've literally had to clean after them before I did a set. That's just human decency. You know, nobody wants to sit down on a bench after you've just put your DNA all over it. So, you know, a lot of gyms provide towels. Use them. Let's be decent. You know, take care of the people after you. And for those of you that, you know, are a little bit germaphobes, there's no reason why you can't wipe down the equipment before you get on there, because there are plenty of people, unfortunately, who don't. So it happens. You know, it's okay. Also, make sure that, you know, the people around you, there's a time and a place to drop weights. That's called a powerlifting event, because it's designed for that. And like I said, sometimes you can't help it. Something happens. But for the most part, don't drop your weights. It scares the heck out of everybody. And some of those newer people might be a little freaked out. So just keep other people in mind. You know, we all, like I said, want to have a good gym experience. And there are some people who are just intimidated walking in that gym, and it's your responsibility to behave like a human so that they don't flee the gym completely freaked out. So all you have to do is take care of things, put things away. It makes it a whole lot easier as well for the rest of us that want to find that dumbbell that you've just walked off with and left it clear across the gym. I just find that super rude, and you're ridiculous. So put it away. Corbin says, I wish the dolts who need this wake up. Right? I know. We need to share this with everyone. It's like I said, it's really not that difficult. It would make it a whole lot easier for everybody if we just took care of each other. All right, number 2, please dress appropriately. I mean, come on. Ladies, you're not fooling anybody with the padded butt yoga pants. Get over it. Also, you might want to make sure that they're squat friendly, because although you might think you're being sexy, we all find it disgusting. You just don't need to let it all hang out. Same thing with guys. Not that I see this very often, but every once in a while, a guy wears a pair of shorts that should not be that short. And no, I do not want to see what's peeking out underneath that. So be appropriate with what you wear. It should belong in the gym. It shouldn't be that difficult. And please go home and wash your clothes post-workout. You know, when you've left it in your gym bag for 3 days and you rewear it again, we can all tell. It's just a little disturbing. Same thing with, you know, like people, unfortunately, I have a membership at a gym where people apparently are going to try and meet other people. Like it's a dating scene. I don't know. But I find it really funny that girls come in full makeup and I'm literally watching them stand around, take up equipment, and it just irritates me. So first of all, get over yourselves. If you really want to have a date, get on Tinder. Secondly, I don't want to smell your perfume. It's fine to smell okay, you know. Don't spray yourself as you're walking in the gym or spray yourself in the locker room, because a lot of people are allergic to that and it really creates a problem. So plus it just makes you look ridiculous. That's kind of the big thing, is just have some common sense and don't be ridiculous, because yeah, that's not what we're there for. I don't know. Guys, please put on deodorant. Now, I must say, I don't come up on that issue very often where somebody smells really bad. But every once in a while, ooh, I can walk by somebody. I can tell if they've been smoking weed. I can tell what they've done earlier that day. I don't want to. You know, again, we're all adults. We should know how to take care of ourselves. I find it fascinating. But yeah, just, you know, come appropriate for the gym. Now, I'm very aware that not everybody can afford to have, you know, great different outfits or, you know, super fancy schmancy. I have watched people come in jeans, and again, I'm very aware that maybe that's the only thing they own. I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with that. Just like I said, wash it when you're done so we can handle being around you. Number 3, please come to the gym to work out. It drives me crazy when I need that piece of equipment. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to go do this first. And so, you know, 15, 20 minutes later, I'm coming back to that piece of equipment and they are still sitting there And what are you doing here? Get off your phone. If you need to have a conversation, if you can send multiple texts between sets, you are not working out. You're being a pain. Get out of the way. Let everybody else, especially this time of year where the gyms are packed. There's, a lot of people trying to use all the equipment. Let's be reasonable and efficient. Go have your conversation somewhere else. And, benefit of the gym is that, we're all there hopefully with a similar goal of fitness. So it's cool if, you want to have a quick conversation, but don't do it while taking up multiple pieces of equipment because you're just making the rest of us frustrated, right? I'm there to work out. Like I said, usually I've got my earphones in because I want to be in and out. 45 minutes is my max. I just get out of my way, please. So be courteous. Also, don't be creepy. I know it happens. Guys, I think at this point I could care less if you're staring at me because I just literally tune you out. But, it really throws a lot of people off, especially somebody who is not comfortable in the gym. They're very intimidated. And then you're there going, right? It's just really rude. If you're impressed by something, that's cool. But have some couth, don't make it so people are uncomfortable. Same thing with don't invade other people's bubble. I'm an introvert. I have a serious issue. If I don't know you and you get in my space, I actually start to get claustrophobic. And I will say something. So, if they're working there, try to stay out of their line of sight to the mirror, try to stay out of their space, just have some common decency. I think that's not really tough. I don't think it's too much to ask for, right? Also be courteous. If somebody needs to work in, especially, if the gym's busy that night and you're taking up multiple pieces of equipment because you want to circuit and somebody needs to work in, don't be rude. Let them work in. People will say, hey, I really need that lat pull down. Can I just work my way in? And if you say no, you just kind of look like a jackass. So be courteous while you're there. Don't take up the equipment for long periods of time. Please respect the gym's limitations of time on cardio equipment. Because again, everybody who pays a membership, it's not just you. Also, remember that just because you don't own that building doesn't mean that you get to abuse the equipment. When you break things and beat things up and don't take care of them, it just raises the costs for everybody because that gym actually has to have maintenance and take care of it. So I really get annoyed when I watch people abuse the equipment, and unfortunately I'm not shy about it. I will say something. So if you're at my gym, just don't, okay? Number 4, again, get off your phone. I think I mentioned that. Don't hog the equipment. Don't hog the mirror. A lot of gyms actually have signs posted now that say, please do not stand in front of the dumbbell rack. And I still see people do it. I'm like, you are a dumbass. I don't understand. Can you not read? I don't get it. Again, we're all trying to have a good experience at the gym. Just use common sense. Again, if the gym is really busy, the benefit is, maybe you go at a time where it's not super busy. That's great. And you can circuit or take up multiple pieces of equipment. But if you're coming during the time where everybody else is, make a judgment call, right? Bless their hearts, there used to be, several years ago, a group of guys that would come to the gym that I worked out in the mornings, 5 a.m., and they would try to do a CrossFit WOD. You know what? If you want to do CrossFit, I know it's more expensive, but go pay a CrossFit box. Don't come to my gym and take up all my equipment. The days that I wanted to squat, I would have to get there early because if I didn't, I couldn't get a squat rack for an hour. And I like the guys. I just think it was so rude that you would tie up that much equipment when there's that many people there and we all need to use it as well. And so don't be noisy just to be noisy. Okay, now here's my opinion on noise. If you're really, it's kind of if you're really putting forth that effort and you need to grunt it out, that's one thing. But don't make noise just to make noise because number 1, you look stupid. And number 2, it's just really, like I said, sometimes it scares people. We're not trying to intimidate new people from coming to the gym. So like I said, and also it depends on the gym. There are some gyms that are a lot more hardcore. They're definitely, maybe they're a little old school. That's going to be more of an appropriate place to grunt, drop things. Maybe they actually have a powerlifting platform where you're not going to break the weights when you drop them. That may be more appropriate. But if you're at Planet Fitness, please don't be throwing away. They're going to sound the alunk alarm anyway if you do. So just be appropriate for the gym that you're in. And we'll talk a little bit about more actual specific gym rules in just a second. But Again, don't be noisy just to be noisy. Respect other people's space, respect their privacy. Why gyms should have to post, please don't take don't take phone pictures in the locker room. I don't get it. Like, if there's somebody else in there, why would you even, I think it's just rude and completely inappropriate. Let's all grow up, please. For some odd reason, the fact that we even have to talk about it really bothers me. So just a little bit of advice. So first of all, every gym is a little bit different. Whatever your gym rules are, those are what stand. Some gyms allow chalk, some gyms don't. Some gyms allow you to go barefoot when you squat or dead. Some gyms have a policy against that, maybe for their insurance purposes. Make sure that you know what your specific gym's rules are and follow them. I mean, you pick the gym. The gym is not there to serve you. You are there to utilize the equipment. Does that make sense? I know that maybe it doesn't, but we all have to use the gym. So whatever they've chosen, that's what you need to follow. You should know that when you sign up your membership that, hey, this gym does not allow specific things, or yes, they do, right? So just, yeah. Also, oh, this is my favorite. Here's the deal. Unless I see that somebody's going to hurt themselves, I don't ever offer advice because, number one, I don't have time because that's probably all I would do every day is walk around and say, you're doing that wrong. But number two, nobody wants to have advice. You know, they're there for a reason. Like I said, if they're going to hurt themselves, so yeah, that's not my goal. I don't want people to injure themselves. However, guys, it's really creepy when you walk up to us girls and try to tell us what to do. Especially, I've actually taught my girl clients to tell you, thank you for your advice, but my trainer taught me this. Because you've been doing this for years and years, I have literally watched guys who obviously should know what they're doing, and I just shake my head going, oh my God, I don't think you have a clue. So girls, well, everybody, newbies, just because somebody maybe looks like they know what they're doing, really, you got to be really careful about that. I've had to retrain guys how to bench press because they've just been doing it for years and doing it wrong. Not everybody knows what they're doing, or yeah, just be careful with that. Be careful about the advice that you offer. Like I said, one of the reasons I don't offer advice is what 250-pound guy wants, 5'2" me to tell them what to do. As a matter of fact, way back when I was a newer trainer, I might have said something and I just had guys stare at me and look like I was out of my mind. Like I said, now I don't waste my breath. Unless somebody asks you something, keep your opinion to yourself. And if they're doing something that's really inappropriate and you're not comfortable saying something in that kind of a position, talk to the people at the desk. They'll take care of it. I've had that situation happen as well. At least then you're kind of letting the right person do the right job, right? Ladies, the booty pop look in the mirror, taking your picture, is getting really old. It's not cute. You really don't have a message behind it. Can you please just stop? If you're gonna do it at home, do it in the bathroom where there's nobody behind you. But the whole, I'm really tired of it, so stop. Same thing with guys, everybody flexing in the mirror. I'm like, yeah, okay, you look awesome. To an extent, I know that there's a time and place for that, but I just find it really arrogant and not cute. So, like I said, there's a lot of newer people there that really are interested in learning how to be healthy, how to lift, how to take good care of themselves. And when you're scaring the crap out of them because you're just looking super big, I don't know. I just find you ridiculous. So let's use some common sense there. Like I said, learn the gym rules, know when you walk in the door what you should be doing. And here's the deal. I've gotten to the point where I'm confident enough that I have no problem saying something when case in point, somebody's been sitting on a piece of equipment and I really need it. I might walk up and say, how long are you going to be there? Because I only have so much time and you've been there for 20 minutes. And I try to have a little bit of respect when I say it. Yeah, but I don't have a problem saying something because you know what? I think sometimes people they just kind of zone out. And most of us don't have that kind of time. I need to be in and out. I've been in a gym all day. I don't need to be there all evening as well. So if you have any that I haven't talked about, because everybody has seen something, yeah, like I said, this time of year, pretty much ripe with some weird stuff happening just because there's so many people that are at the gym. Leave a message below, leave a comment. Sometimes it's just fun to laugh at some of the crazy, ridiculous things that we've seen. Or maybe I forgot to talk about one that you find that's really super important. Leave a message below. We think it's super awesome. Now, I get my best ideas from you guys. So if you have a question, something that you think that we should talk about, I'm now doing 3 nights a week. Monday nights are based on the truth about weight loss, really trying to overcome the gimmicks so that people are following correct science and really know what's going on, because still appalled at what people think works when it doesn't. Wednesday nights, where I'm answering your questions. That's what it's for, your health and fitness questions, maybe a little bit of life coaching as well. And then Saturdays, we are still good to go with Meals with Melissa. I share with you recipes that are quick, easy, and a healthier version of things that we love. So hopefully that helps give you some ideas. Maybe you giggled alongside me. That would be fine too. I enjoy my job. I just find it fascinating. But anyway, have an incredible day. Happy New Year. And we'll see you next week, guys. Have a good one.